So to continue on my story, trying to share with others my story. I believe I was talking about my mom and how she was got mentally got diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar. Um, yeah, I'm not too sure where I was at, but yeah, I mean, if I repeat some stuff, oh well. So uh, so yeah, she was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar, and um, and she went into the mental hospital. Um, like I said, I was like 7, um, and we went into foster care for like 3 to 6 months, and and I remember this one, like, a couple of the foster homes that we went to were like crazy, shitty, um, crazy situations. I remember one lady had like a whole bunch of babies. I mean, I don't know. I was a little kid, so I could just, in my mind, this is what I saw. I just remember a whole bunch of babies walking around in diapers with shitty diapers. Every baby just walking around, and it was cats walking around. And we stayed there for maybe like a few hours, and and then the social worker came and got us and took us to somewhere else. But then I remember going to this one lady house, um, and she had a nice home, and she had like it was crazy. She had like this home where it was like it had like so many rooms and so many hidden compartments and hidden hallways and doors, and it was cool or whatever. But I remember she was like, "Yeah, I'm getting ready to adopt y'all. Y'all gonna be my kids, blah blah blah." And she was like showing us all these toys and showing us all these bikes and saying, "Y'all can have all this when I adopt y'all." And then like the next day, that's when like I guess the social worker contacted my grandma, and we didn't go. Like, it was just crazy, the feeling of thinking, oh, we about to have a new mom. And then yeah, so they contacted my grandma from California, and she flew out, came and got us, and flew us back to California, to my auntie house. um, and then I remember my mom getting flown to California, but she was still, in the hospital. And we went to go see her in the hospital, and she just looked, and she got wheeled out in a wheelchair, and was handcuffed to the wheelchair, and she just looked crazy. She had her hair just looked like a mad scientist, madman, and then everybody around me, like my brothers, my sisters, and my grandma, they just all started like busting out crying due to I guess the shock of the image of what they saw of her or whatever. Um, but um, but yeah, so that was just a crazy image for sure to see my mom in for the first time. Um, and then later on, she got out, and when she got out, um, I mean, when she got out, she obviously didn't have. I mean, she didn't have a good relationship with her sister, which is who we were staying with. Her older sister. Their relationship wasn't as close as I guess they wanted it to be, obviously, or whatever. Like I said, I think I said in the past video, she was raped by her uncle. So, due to that experience in her life, she wasn't close to too many people. Um, too many family members in her life. Even though, like I don't know if I mentioned, but she raised her siblings, um, while her mom was at work. So she was, raising children while she was a child before she had children. But so they got into an argument, and they like actually was fighting, brawling. And I remember my cousin, he he was like six something, and he had to stand in the middle of it and try to pull his mom off uh, off of my mom, and was just trying to break it up. And then that day we just went back. My mom was just strong minded, was like, we gonna do it on our own again. And we left the house, and I think we went to someone else's house or some shelter that night or something like that. I can't remember everything, but yeah, and yeah, I mean, so yeah, that's a little bit more of the story. You can also go to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna start dropping these stories on there, because I know these can get a little long, and I can't just post them all on Instagram. But yeah, so just a little bit more, a little weekend by weekend, until I have more time, and then I'm working the one job, just Uber. I got 2 more days, and then I'm finally free from my slave work. That's exactly how I feel, man. That's crazy. I mean, and it's just crazy how quickly my mind has changed towards it. I was like loving it, passionate about it. Going every day, but man, just realizing that feeling like it wasn't going nowhere, and I was just being used for my hard work and labor. But whatever, it is what it is. That's just how I was feeling at a certain point in time of the work. But I do appreciate working there. It has made me grow, for sure. I have had to endure some pain while working laboriously, um, but again, also working there, I've also been able to realize that what my true passion is, which is helping and pushing people and sharing my story to inspire and motivate other people to inspire and motivate other people, to just evolve as humanity, to get to that next level of growth. So I don't know, like that's what we are, that's what we do, and I don't know what like anybody that's just stays the same and not doing nothing to improve from the next day, but from the day before. I really can't understand that. Like I understand. I was talking to my brother the other day, or yesterday, and and he was like, he accept his weakness, like, and I'm like, what? Like, that just don't make no like I know we have weaknesses, and we not, we all always evolving and growing, but like to accept it and be like, oh, I know I'm weak in this area. I'm gonna just stay the same until and like it's just not gonna change until I just fall weak again. Like, and then when I fall, oh, it's okay. We're just weak. We're not perfect. I'm Don't trip up. Like what? Like no. Like tell yourself. Once you know you're weak, I tell myself, like, I gotta change that about myself. I gotta strengthen myself in that area, and then I find steps, to take towards changing it and strengthening it. As far as like telling myself in which of the manner that I want that area to be, you know, so I want strength. I am strong. I can stop, you know, like I tell myself that. I program my brain to rewire that weak area. Like, I mean, it's like that's how easy it is. That's how strong our minds are. That's how powerful our minds are, to be able to do something like that. Um, but yeah, you know, so just sharing again to you guys out there. Just want to say, like I said, let's keep growing. Let's keep evolving and changing and improving and strengthening and getting stronger, so we could do that for other people, and be that strength for other people that may feel like they're weak or don't have an example, or didn't have that, you know, father, or didn't have that a bigger brother, or whatever it may be, that role model, you know, and they seeking out into the world for that, like I know I did, and you know, until I found someone, like I said, that I admire, that told me to just make the man, if there is no man to admire, you know. So I don't feel like everybody's gonna agree with everybody's point of view, life, and see what they know eye to eye, you know what I mean? So you will have to eventually, you know, make the man you admire, because there is nobody I feel like to 100% that you would want to be like. Even if it is your own dad, you know, I feel like you will see imperfections in his life, in his behavior, you know, even if it's minute, it's still something to grow from, grow into, grow to be the better than your dad was, you know what I mean? Like that's a thing, but I mean, some things I just can't understand, and you know, so so yeah, just peace and love, everybody. Just, you know, you're stronger than you think you are. Your mind is the strongest, powerful, most tool on this planet. Just use it, and tell yourself, and create your world, design exactly what you want and how you want it. All right, peace, love.